Hello everyone, today we will start chapter 7 triangles. And in this chapter we will discuss congruence of triangles and different criteria of congruence of triangles at first. But before starting with this, let's revise what you have studied in previous classes about a triangle. So as you have studied that a triangle is a simple closed plane figure formed by three lines. So yes, here I have drawn a triangle ABC using three lines, and this triangle has 9 parts, 3 vertices, 3 angles and 3 sides. And moreover to it, you have studied different properties of a triangle as well. But this time we have to discuss congruence of triangles. So before starting with this, let's check what do we mean by congruence. So here by congruence we mean same shape and same size. It means two figures are said to be congruent to each other if they are of same shape and same size. Or in broader aspect, you could say that two figures would be congruent if they cover each other exactly as one placed over another. For example, two circles would be congruent to each other if their radii are equal. Two squares would be congruent to each other if their sides are equal. Two rectangles would be congruent to each other if their corresponding length and breadth are equal. Similarly, two triangles are said to be congruent if the sides and the angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. So here these two triangles ABC and PQR would be congruent to each other. That's the symbolic representation if two triangles are congruent. So these two triangles would be congruent to each other if their corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. That is, angle A equals to angle P, angle B equals to angle Q, angle C equals to angle R, and side AB equal to side PQ, side BC equal to side QR, side AC equal to side PR. Next to it, let's move on to different criteria of congruence of triangle. Here the very first congruence rule is SAS rule. Under this rule, you could observe that the letter A is in mid of 2S. So two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if any two of their three corresponding sides are equal and the angle included between such two equal sides are equal as well. Second one is ASA congruence rule. In this rule, you could observe that the letter S is in mid of two A's. So two triangles would be congruent to each other if any two of their three corresponding angles are equal and the side included between such two equal angles are equal as well. And third one is angle side congruence rule. In this rule, you could observe that the letter S is in not in the mid of two A's. So this side would be excluded one. It means two triangles would be congruent to each other if any two of their three corresponding angles are equal and any one of two corresponding excluded sides are equal. Fourth one is triple S congruence rule. Under this rule, two triangles would be congruent to each other if their three corresponding sides are equal. And the last one is the congruence rule for right triangle. So two right triangles would be congruent as they have one right angle, and along with this the side opposite to right angle, it means hypotenuse must be equal to each other, and any one of two corresponding perpendicular legs, it means the side would be equal to each other as well. So two right triangles would be congruent under right angle, hypotenuse, side rule. Next to it, we will discuss different applications to be based on these two topics. Thank you.